I see a lot of unique gameplay and a lot. Again, the game just looks awesome, and I see new concepts being brought to Smash. The way that hitboxes are interacting, the way that stuff is left on the stage, I think that's very cool. And this is also very cool with the sandbag, where it shows you the percent of how much your moves do, so you don't have to calculate it by as you're testing things, so you can kind of add up how much a combo does a little bit. Like, just a lot of tools and resources which are very strong for competitive players. Something I greatly appreciate. We're into the match. And we see Nairo on Zelda. Fun fact, Nairo was originally a Zelda main in Brawl, but of course Zelda is not a very strong character in Brawl, so he switched to Meta Knight so he could become the best player in the world. And classic best player in the world SD will put this game greatly in Green Team's favor, but we will see how it plays out. Still 5 stocks to 6, not a huge deficit. It's definitely something that can be recovered from. Very interested to see the nature of how Zelda's hitboxes work. Now, we've had a lot of speculation on Bowser being extremely strong. Heavyweights in general seem to be quite strong in this game. What appears to be his neutral air is greatly buffed. As we mentioned earlier, multi-hit moves have been buffed due to the removal of strong Smash DI in the game. And you see that heavyweight coming into play, Bowser surviving that back air, now at 144%. Din's Fire will send him soaring though. I'm not sure if I like the new Din's Fire animation. It's not as... it doesn't bring your attention to the projectile as much as before. And I don't think the move is intended to be sneaky. But we'll see. Of course, as we get more familiar with the game, perhaps, we'll all catch on to these things a lot faster. We'll be more savvy. Right now, all the players are just going tit for tat. Nobody's landing any big damage on anybody else. Until Bowser knocks Luigi out of the fray. This ties up the stock count. 2 stocks apiece. For anybody looking for it, a quick peek to the right will show you the percents, the names, and the stocks of each character. Doom is on Bowser. And I believe Raptor is on... or LuigiSama. Lucario's got an Aura Sphere. Bowser's Flame Breath actually seems drastically improved. It was improved from Melee to Brawl, and then it still sucked. But hopefully, we've finally gotten into a comfortable place now. Nice down air there by Nairo, putting Bowser out of the match. That secures Blue Team's lead really fast. This is the point in a doubles game where Green Team is under a lot of pressure to land KOs. Oh, a self-destruct by Doom there. Very unfortunate. Very unlikely for RJ to be able to recover 4 stocks to 1 now. But as I was saying, before the SD, it was the place where, you really have to take off those stocks fast because a small lead can grow into a large one if you're unable to remove the stock from your opponent. Very nice down smash there by RJ, knocking Luigi away and taking a stock off of Zelda. Of course, he's still got a huge deficit to let go. And Zelda summoned a Spectral Knight. That was insane. I mean, Luigi's up B was obviously the highlight thing to watch at, but I was just so zoned in on Zelda, just, whew, beautiful. Again, guys, please tweet out the stream. Post it on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, I don't care where. Just let everybody know. We have the first 3DS Smash tournament here. Right now we're in doubles Swiss, round 2. And what's really cool is, this is a Swiss tournament because everybody has 3DSs, so right now everybody's playing tournament. And you don't have to wait for your matches to get called. You just report your match at the end, and then the entire round gets announced at the same time, so you're never confused who you're playing. You simply play the round, report the round, and it's so easy, it's so smooth. And then as soon as you're done, you can hop straight into your next match. It'll make tournaments flow so smoothly and make the tournament-going experience just easier on everybody. Something I'm really excited for. I'm a huge fan of Swiss. For those of you that don't know, I kind of explained it a little bit earlier, but everybody who plays Smash and who plays most video games, you're used to a bracket, oftentimes either a single or double elimination bracket, where you play a game, and then if you win, you advance to the bracket. If you lose, you're knocked out of tournament, or you're knocked into losers bracket, where then, again, if you win, you advance, or if you lose, you're knocked out of tournament. In Swiss, again, you play everybody with the same win-loss ratio as you each round, and then the players with the top ratios at the end of the allotted number of rounds either are awarded as a winner, or if you're looking for a singular winner, then you transition that into a bracket. So I believe today we're going to have 4 rounds of Swiss. I'm not 100% sure, but I believe we're going to have 4 rounds of Swiss, and then the teams with the top record will then move into a bracket, that'll probably be, top 4 or whatever to play out their finals matches. So the semifinals and the final rounds. But it just makes everything run so smooth, and it's so good for all the players because everybody can continue to play. You don't get eliminated from the tournament. And you know that you can, it also puts you in a situation where you can catch up even when you've fallen down in the tournament. Alright, so we're going into the next game. We've got a switch from Bowser to Pikachu. Alright, green team has now taken control of this stage. However, they relinquished it pretty quickly. They didn't really organize their attacks together, so blue team, namely Luigi, was able to come in and kind of take over stage control, and you can really see as a result the damage that's being racked up on Pikachu right now. When you get control of the center stage as a team, you really want to secure that location because you can control the nature of the game. You get to knock the opponents off the stage, and from that point, as you can see how blue team has now, it really allows blue team to continue putting on a lot of pressure. And the difference in percentage really represents that right now. Yeah, green team's really on the ropes. They're trying to find their way back onto the stage, getting there. Luigi takes Luigi takes Lucario out of the map. RJ now at 2 stocks. Edge guarding is a whole new game. Of course, that makes it a lot safer to go off an edge guard. See, a lot of people, they feel like, please come on, Cork. We got False here joining me on the... Oh. Okay. Sorry about the quick interruption, folks. As I was saying, a lot of people are wondering about this new edge mechanic. I feel that it actually increases the nature of edge guarding. It makes it a lot less stale because even though your opponent will automatically capture the ledge from you when they grab it, it encourages you to go off and try and hit them because it means that you won't get severely punished for attempting an edge guard and then not being able to grab the edge. Whether you succeed or fail, you'll always be able to grab the edge. One big problem with edge guarding in Brawl was that if you go off the edge and you attempt to hit your opponent and they cross you up in the air, then they're now edge guarding you in a position that's very precarious. Meaning if you try to hide the edge from them and they end up getting the edge from you, it's going to be very costly. However, now you can just go out and try and get the hit. We don't have the insane ledge auto snaps that were in Brawl, so going off and trying to get the hit is actually a feasible thing to do. And then if you succeed or fail, you can still grab the edge, regardless if your opponent got to it first. So it makes it safer to go off and edge guard your opponents, and it makes you have to work more, but for a greater reward, which is more skill based, and it's a mechanic I'm actually coming to like a lot. As it stands, back to the match. The game has evened up drastically. Pikachu's going to have to hold in there. If Pikachu drops the stock early, it's going to be a big problem. However, if Pikachu manages to hold on to the stock and maybe rack up a little bit percent, I can definitely see green team coming back into this. Unfortunately, Pikachu doesn't get the second channel on that quick attack. He does drop his stock, so now he'll have to play very defensively because if his damage racks up too quickly here, he's going to be eliminated. And of course, if Lucario drops his final stock, it'll create a 2v1 situation, which will then be very hard for blue team to recover from. For green team to recover from, and they're already down the game. A lot of pressure onto the blue team. Of course, Lucario's in a really good spot right now because Lucario gains strength the more damage he's taken. And being at 90%, he's pretty powerful. This Luigi up smash, however, does send him flying. It doesn't look like Luigi's lost much of his kill power. He still seems to be exceptional at killing, a strength that Luigi's always been common for. And things are looking very, very glum for our green team.
Hey guys, I'm hopping on the
Beautiful. It looks like that the Zelda's new up B has a lot of explosive power, and that's something I think is really good because, to be honest, I was tired of moves in every previous Smash generation that were almost impossible to hit on your opponent, and then when you do land it, it's not very rewarding. So now, it looks like all the hits that should really reward you for doing something awesome and something difficult to pull off now actually reward you, and so it's a good feeling you get when you're playing the game.